community building in Virginia, Minnesota, and we were meeting today and celebrating the publication of Generation W's newspaper insert in the Virginia paper.
Generation W is a newspaper. It's not a school newspaper, it's a newspaper run by young people.
What we came here today for was the Iron Times.
They worked on a 4-page project that focused on the environment that they live in here.
They went out in the community, they looked at the economy of the local area, they looked at some of the people in the area who have made major contributions in terms of the cultural, economic, and social life of the community.
There's a nice picture of Vida there.
When people don't really understand, and many of them don't, what freedom is, God help us.
So we went to interview Vida Panikavar, and she is a great inspiration. She grew up on the Iron Range, and she started her own newspaper and took a stride for what she believed in and didn't care what anyone else said because she knew that what she was doing was right.
A lady who rubbed elbows with presidents and has a strong voice here and is very well respected. And they got to meet with her and interview her and find out a little bit about maybe some of the will of the people of the Iron Range and how strong-minded they are in the face of adversity. And
what a day. It was in early January. They were visiting an unheated building. They were just shaking with the cold, and yet they stayed and gathered information for over 2 hours. It was pretty impressive.
This is a 2-magazine linotype. It's such a perfect machine. There wasn't one improvement made to this machine until it was taken out of service. Most newspapers were done using them by about the 70s. Vida hung on to hers a little later than most. The computer replaced this.
In the older days, it would be much more laborious and time-consuming.
When she needed a picture or an article, she would have to either hire somebody to drive up to Duluth and back, or she would have to put it on a plane, fly it over to Duluth, and now we can just click a button on a computer and it's just right there.
They put their communities under the magnifying glass, and I think they learned a lot.
It's a great learning experience and a good opportunity.
I've lived on the range for 11 years now, and there's still a lot of interesting things that I didn't know about.
they pieced together some history and found out a little bit about themselves, and they put it in the form of articles and put it out to 70,000 readers.